He's a traitor, to be honest.
We're recording, Allison.
We are recording.
All right. Well, were you just asking me?
About New York City.
Yeah.
Oh,
they deserve what they're about to get.
Oh, I tell you what.
Danny, what's his name?
I don't know. What's his name?
25 years ago.
Zofran or something.
25 years ago, New York City gets hit by terrorists.
Yeah.
And now they're getting ready to vote in
terrorist.
Islamic.
Terrorist.
Communist.
I'm a Christian, but
Muslim. I guess
the Muslims, their Quran tells you that, they have to hate everybody. And it's like,
the Quran tells you they have to behead the infidel.
I know. And it's like,
and get yourself a 9-year-old girlfriend.
But then on the other side, the Old Testament tells you to do crazy stuff too, but we don't live by the Old Testament. Christians don't, Jews do, but we don't. Smack that thing around.
New York is
I don't think he's going to get elected.
I think he is.
You think he is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if he gets elected, because he has said that he is part of the National Communist Party of America or whatever. So,
did you hear that beep?
I did.
I don't know what that's doing.
I don't either. But, yeah, that's what and you can't, that's against the law. To be part of the Communist Party in America is against the law.
Yeah, it's just in our laws or it's in the Constitution?
No, it's not the Constitution. It's in the laws.
In our laws.
It's a law that was passed back in, I think, like the 40s or 50s or something like that.
Yeah. So technically, Trump could. He could be
arrested. He could.
He could be deported.
He could be deported. Yeah. To be honest,
he's an American citizen now. So can you deport an American citizen?
I think
He's
can
been an American citizen for like 9 years.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
but he's still an American citizen.
He is, but he wasn't born here.
No.
Just like Ilhan Omar, I don't know. I'd have to research it, but there has to be a way that they can revoke their naturalization citizenship and deport them.
Yeah.
And
Ilhan Omar married her brother to skirt the immigration rules or whatever to get him in here.
So everybody's all upset at Pam Bondi and Cash and Dan Bongino and stuff because there's no arrests made.
Yeah.
They are getting all of their ducks in a row. That's what I would do.
I don't know. I think this is everybody telling us that Trump is playing 4D chess again. And nothing ever happens.
I don't know. You don't know what that man has up his sleeve. God put him God put him there for a reason.
Well, when Cash Patel came out and Dan Bongino and said Epstein killed himself, I kind of lost all faith in those guys.
And those two?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have any. I don't know. I don't know enough about that.
Epstein killed himself?
I don't know.
There's no way.
They could have, he could have killed himself by
they're
the guy
saying
along.
They're just doing what they're told. They're just telling us what.
I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. That part I could not tell you. I don't know enough about. I've never seen the inside of that cell.
The guards fell asleep. The cameras weren't working at that moment.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be that could be a conspiracy theory.
To this day, we still don't have the names of one single pedophile dude that was at Epstein's Island. They have a whole list of these people.
I know.
And we are never going to see it. And Cash Patel, all he's got to do is say, listen, guys, because he doesn't want to throw the FBI into the bus. The FBI burnt that shit a long time ago.
Yeah.
Just tell us. Listen, we don't have any evidence because the FBI
killed it.
Yeah. They got rid of it. So, and we can't find it anywhere. So just be honest with us.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. But he ain't doing that.
I know. So let's go back to this New York City guy. I don't know. If the Jews were smart, because basically the Jews in New York are democratic. It's like
There's a million of them in New York
I
City.
know. There's a million, and they're all basically all
And
Democrats.
and most of them are going to vote for this guy that hates Jews.
I know. I don't
Doesn't
get
make any
it.
sense.
And that's what Trump was saying. Hey, I mean, he I think he posted. Hey, it was either him or somebody else. Hey, you guys need to look at this guy.
They don't care, though. They're not paying attention.
I know.
Because they're not religious. They're Jews,
Yeah, that aren't.
but they don't
religious.
go to church.
Yeah, they don't. They don't go to
They're-
synagogue.
yeah.
They don't participate in.
No.
In shamus or any of that other stuff. I don't know.
I don't know. It's just weird that even though you're not religious and you're Jewish, you're going to support a guy who doesn't like Jews.
I know.
I mean, because he's in this election, he's coming out and he's defending Jewish people.
Yeah.
But there's so much video footage of him,
Let's see what's going on here.
you know, talking about
I know.
Antifada and all that stuff. That's the elimination of all Jews.
I know.
So
That's crazy.
yeah. So if you're Jewish, you definitely shouldn't be voting for that guy. But trying to convince a Jewish person to not vote for him would be like trying to convince a New York Jew to vote Republican.
I know.
They're just not going to do it.
Um,
And how much power is this guy going to actually have? Like he's talking about
I don't know how much power
government,
that
grocery stores and
I
stuff
know,
like that.
I know.
I mean, don't they have commissioners there? Don't they vote on stuff? Or does the mayor of New York have all the power?
I don't know.
I don't get it.
I don't get that either. I mean, here, the mayor of, well, you're in Seminole County, but the mayor here of Orange County,
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't have that power. He doesn't.
Yeah, there's commissioners.
Yeah, there's commissioners, and it has to be voted on
Yeah.
and stuff. And I don't know.
In Longwood, we have a mayor, but he has no power. The mayor is also a commissioner.
Well,
And-
we have a mayor in Winter Garden,
Yeah.
and he's basically just tie vote. So if there's a tie vote, he's the one that breaks that tie.
Yeah, the Longwood mayor has no extra powers. The mayor here is also a commissioner. There's 5 commissioners, and however the commissioners vote is what the
Is he the tiebreaker?
The
Yeah.
mayor is just a
Yeah.
it's just a title, and it doesn't. And everybody wants to be the mayor. That's a commissioner, but it's just a title, just to say you're the mayor.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of. Who's your mayor?
I don't even know. It was Matt Morgan, the wrestler,
Oh, it was.
the professional wrestler.
Oh my God, that's
the
funny.
Blueprint Morgan.
Ah, that's funny.
Yeah.
John Reese is our mayor. He's a good mayor. He was born and raised in Winter Garden, so he's a good mayor.
Yeah, so I don't know. That they voted in this Mamdani guy. I think it's hilarious. Let them suffer. I almost feel like I want New York City citizens to suffer
yeah.
as hard as possible
Yeah.
to teach them a lesson.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's what I'm doing in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, they deserve it. They don't deserve to have a good like Rudy Giuliani mayor.
That's right.
You know the crime's going to go way up there.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's going to get rid of all NYPD.
The cost of living is going to go through the roof. Well, they're going to cap it supposedly. So he's talking about you can't raise rent. So if they kind of enforce that, then no landlord is ever going to do any kind of.
Well, he's going to get rid of all the white people because he's going to tax all the white people more.
Shit, because
I know
the landlords aren't making any money.
Yep.
And they're not going to have the money to fix, do maintenance.
I know.
So
Doesn't make
it'll
any
just
sense.
turn to crap.
It will crap.
If you want communism / socialism, move to Cuba.
Yeah. Yeah. It's still tropical. Go on.
Yeah. Go there.
Yeah, go there.
Yeah.
Or-
Have you ever seen people that go there and make videos?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's
actually, I was just watching
terrible.
one today that the guy was walking past a grocery store and the line was out the door,
Yeah, they get one.
like one egg or something.
Well,
Yeah,
They might get an egg. They have to go somewhere else to get the egg.
Yeah.
And then they go somewhere else to get a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
A loaf of bread is only this big.
yeah, I know.
Each person gets
Yeah.
one piece of bread.
Bread. Yeah. It's like no one, but
horrible.
now you don't ever hear. Remember back in the '80s and early '90s, you would hear people get on like a raft and come from Cuba.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
it's
you
Cuba.
never hear about that anymore.
Probably because our Coast Guard is so good at scooping them up and taking them back, they don't even want to try it. Maybe.
Yeah, well, I know. I would much rather have Cubans here, like real Cubans that respect our country, than have all the illegal aliens that we've got now.
Yeah.
Because if you look at Miami was built on. They were all the Cubans. That was how they That's how Miami came.
Yeah. Well, the Cubans know what socialism/communism is.
Oh, yeah, they
won't
do.
vote for it here.
Yeah, no.
So Miami is the only big city that went red.
I know.
Voted for Trump.
Well, it has a Republican mayor.
Yeah.
The mayor he was Democrat and he turned Republican.
Yeah. Can you name another big city that is red? I can't.
Dallas.
Are you sure?
Dallas's mayor was Democrat, and now he's either an independent or he's a Republican.
I think all big cities are blue.
Let me ask Google or something.
Yeah, Miami voted. So 2 election cycles ago, it voted blue, and Miami has been blue for a long time.
Let's see.
But I think Biden was so bad that it switched them.
Let's see. Does Dallas have a Republican mayor? Yeah. So Dallas Mayor Eric Johnson switches to the Republican Party. That was September 22nd, 2023.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean the city's red.
No, but I mean, I lived in Dallas, so I know that
Democrats are going more left, more left, more left.
Oh, yeah.
Every election cycle,
Yeah.
more left, more left.
But they did, I was watching, who was I watching? Somebody today, and they were saying the Democratic Party did it to themselves because they're the ones that brainwash their own people. Mm-hmm. I mean, they brainwash their own people.
I don't know, man. They're the party that let in. Trump keeps saying 21 million people.
I believe that.
And
I believe that.
They want men to play women's sports.
Yep.
And mutilate underage kids.
So
cut their genitals off and all that crap.
Today's July 1st, so I saw that Georgia, you cannot do that. You
can't do it in Florida either.
Yeah, well, today is the day. So they did a law, and today is the day it goes into effect.
Oh.
Nationwide? No, just in Georgia. Oh. Georgia, and no school, no elementary school, high school, college, no public school, no private school can have boys and women's sports.
You know what you need
Georgia.
to do? They need to start throwing these doctors in prison.
I know.
If you're a doctor and you get caught cutting the tits off a underage girl, cutting their forearm and sewing on a fake penis.
That's so terrible.
You should go to prison for 25 years.
I know.
Isn't that a crime?
Your child cannot make that
a crime.
Yeah,
what is?
That is a crime. That's a crime.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. Cut the penis off a young boy. What?
The parents should go to
jail.
Go to jail too. They should go to jail too.
It's a mental illness.
That is a mental illness, and we have a lot of that in this country.
Yeah,
a lot.
I think kids nowadays, when they feel like they don't have any friends or they feel awkward, and then you got all the trans crap pushed on them, and maybe in their head they're thinking, maybe I'm just trans and I'm not. Maybe I need to be with this group of people that seem to care about me.
Yeah, but in the 80s we weren't like that.
No, there was no such thing.
No. There was no such thing. I mean, we had people that were gay, and we knew that they were gay.
Yeah.
They didn't come out, and we didn't. Nobody cared if they were gay or not. I didn't care.
Yeah.
I had friends that were gay that never came out gay until much later. It's like, I didn't care. You're my friend.
They didn't shove it in your face.
I know, they didn't shove it in her face.
Yeah.
And now it's like, look, I don't care who you sleep with.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Keep it to yourself.
That's it. That's your. I don't brag about I'm heterosexual.
No, could you imagine if I went around and had a big old shirt that said I like chicks, and everywhere I went I was like I
know.
Women. Even if I was doing that, even though that's normal, people would be like, shut the fuck up, I don't care.
I know.
But that, so we went from 10 years ago, they made, a little over 10 years ago now, 11 years ago, they made gay marriage legal.
Oh. Yeah.
Look where we're at now
Yeah.
with the gay pride parades,
Yeah.
and people take their kids, and the gays are shaking their
But the
asses,
gays-
in the cops' faces,
but the
in
funny-
little kids'
yeah.
faces.
I know.
You know, gay time story hour and shit like that at the libraries.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is why nobody wanted the gay marriage shit. We could see it coming.
Well, the LGB doesn't, for the most part, the LGB, they don't associate with the rest. They're disgusted with that.
What does AI stand for at the end?
AI? I don't know.
LGBTQA, is it AI?
I thought it was LGBTQ plus.
What's plus mean?
I don't know.
Plus whatever you want.
Plus whatever, any other letter you want to add to it. I don't know. But I mean, look, do you know, you've seen Conservative Ant?
Mm-mm.
You don't know Conservative Ant?
Never heard of her.
Oh, him.
Ant.
Yeah, his name is Anthony, but on TikTok, and I think he's on YouTube as well and Instagram. His screen name is Conservative Ant. So he's gay, and he's like, I don't support any of that other. That's we worked too hard to get what we have now for these wacko people to come out and.
Yeah, I can see how it would be embarrassing.
It is embarrassing
It'd
for
be
them.
embarrassing for like a regular, normal gay dude.
Yeah. I mean,
to be lumped in with all of these because they're just a bunch of freaks.
They are freakies. Freaks. It's just, I don't get it.
Did you see that TikToker? You would probably know him if you saw him, but he was at Disney World in the bathroom.
Oh, yes.
Filming himself.
Yes. He's in hot water.
In the background. Yeah, they want to put him away for like 10 years.
Good. Put him away.
Yeah, that's what I say. Make an example of him.
Yes. Put him away.
You're never going to stop this shit until you start making examples of people.
Yeah, a man does not belong in a women's bathroom. I don't care.
With the camera going.
Yeah. I hope that, Ron DeSantis, he don't put up with any of that crap.
His new attorney general.
James?
James what?
James,
I don't know his name. Even if he said it, I probably wouldn't.
I just was at an event with him.
He was just on Benny Johnson's podcast.
He was just at Erin Huntley's. She had a fundraiser in Winter Garden. James Uthmeyer.
That's his name?
Uthmeyer, yeah.
But yeah, I saw the video where on Benny Johnson's show, and he said that they're going after him. They've already started the process of indicting him. And
yeah, you don't do. I mean, go to California if you want to do that crap. Don't do that crap in the state of Florida because we don't put up with that. We do not put up with that crap.
Yeah.
No. I do not want to.
There's a reason that not to mention it's a mentally ill man dressed up like a woman in the girl's bathroom, potentially where your little daughter could be going to the bathroom. If you're at Disney and your daughter is 7, 8 years old, she's gonna go run to the bathroom by herself.
I know.
While the dad waits outside.
Yeah. I don't get it.
I don't either.
Hold on. I gotta sit up.
Yeah, I'm not that tolerant.
I'm not either.
Yeah.
I'm not that tolerant either.
It seems like Democrats will put up with anything.
I don't.
No matter how weird it is.
I just don't. I mean, that white privilege thing this past Saturday with that couple, I was just like, are you?
You were in Winter Garden and some black lady said you had white privilege?
Yeah. So, I mean, I was talking to this couple because there was, I was there supporting Caitlin Bennett and freedom of speech. And I said, oh, there's Caitlin Bennett, she's a Trump supporter. And they're like, oh, we don't support Trump. And I'm like, why? I said, did you vote for Kamala? Well, we're not going to tell you that. And I'm like, well, that tells me that right there, that you voted for her. And the guy was a veteran. And I said, you and I see no color. In the military, you have no color. Yeah. It's your buddy is on the left and on the right. Yeah. You will take a bullet for them. Yeah. And his wife was like, well, you have white privilege. And I said, what can I do that you can't do? Yeah.
There's more examples of shit that you can't do.
Yes.
That she can do because she's black.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to go to college, your ACT scores, don't they fluff up the scores for you so you can get in?
Yeah, it's it's silly.
If you're going to get a job, all these big companies,
I know.
They got to meet their quotas, and their quotas are high.
Yeah.
They want like 50% black people. So if you're black, you got the job as soon as you walk in the door.
Yep.
So it's black privilege. And the examples go on and on and on.
Yeah.
not just
It's. I mean, what was it called? He's doing away with it.
DEI.
No, not DEI. Affirmative action.
Yeah.
Affirmative
the Supreme
action.
Court ruled that it's unconstitutional.
It's unconstitutional.
That was like wasn't that like
That's good. Because affirmative
didn't that
action.
happen when Biden was still in office?
No, I think it just happened not very long ago.
I think it was when Biden was in there. The Supreme Court ruled on it.
Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to look that up. But I don't. Those people have been so brainwashed. And I mean, and then, well, was it 2 years ago? 2 years ago. 22, during the midterms, I had to do some stuff. I was helping, I don't know, somebody with a campaign. And so I had to go to the library and fix these, some signs or something. And there was two black girls sitting there and they were holding up Geraldine Thompson sign. She's the woman who died at Florida Senate.
Really?
Yeah, they're having a special election right now.
I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, so she passed away the end of last year, I think. I don't know. She passed away recently. And they're having a special election on September 2nd for my district state senate. But so I asked these girls, I said, why do you support a Democratic candidate? And I said, do you not realize that the Democratic Party is the party that started the KKK? They're the party that said, hey, we don't want, we're for non-segregation. We don't want,
They opposed the Civil Rights Act.
They opposed the Civil Rights Act. They opposed, freeing the slaves. Those girls were so brainwashed. They're like, oh, well, the party's reversed. And I said,
No.
When did that ever happen? I said, if you believe that, that's not true. Oh, yes, it is. Our teachers told us about it. I'm like, well, you need to do your own research because that never happened.
Yeah, and you can see it in the Democrats when they complain about Trump's deporting these illegals. And they say, well, who's going to pick our crops?
I know.
Who's going to clean our toilets? Essentially, that's almost like saying, well, who's going to pick our cotton?
I know. You're right.
Democrats' true colors come out. They can't hide it.
Who's going to be our nanny? Who's going to clean our houses?
Yeah.
It's like...
We need people so that we can pay them as cheaply as possible.
Well, I mean... It's terrible. It's like, I don't even get it. I don't
understand why anybody could vote Democrat.
I don't either.
Understand. I can't. If I know that you voted for Kamala or Biden or whatever and you're a Democrat, I can't even be friends with you. If you're that dumb, I can't even.
Well, I mean, for me,
hang out with you.
If you're a Christian, you can't be a Democrat because Democrats support abortion, and abortion is a sin. I mean, you can't kill a baby.
That's the worst thing you could do.
That is. It's killing is abortion, and I'm so glad that Roe versus Wade is done. I mean, take it to the states. Let the states deal with it. The federal government.
Now the Supreme Court ruled with I can't remember who it was, what state it was now, but they ruled that they can defund Planned Parenthood.
Good.
Which is going to open the floodgates for all these other states like Florida and Texas and all kinds of other states where. They're not going to allow taxpayer money to flow into Planned Parenthood for people that have abortions. Good. They don't provide health care like they say they do. It's just abortions that they do there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go with us when we went and prayed in front of that abortion?
I went to a couple of them.
Because Christy was with us.
Out by UCF?
Oh, out by UCF. Yeah.
I was probably there.
I don't know who else was there, but I don't know if... do you remember what's his name? Brian? No, not Brian. Scott Merrick, the black guy. Yeah, I think he was there.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Scott Merrick.
That was in Orlando.
That was in it was near UCF.
Yeah, that's the one where the guy was taking his wife in and I was saying something to him, and he said, "I'm a good dad. I got 4 kids."
Yeah.
I'm like, "You're not a good dad if you're killing your 5th kid."
Yeah.
You got in my face, and I thought it was going to be something happening.
Yeah, I remember that. Yes,
It was a video I put out there a long time ago.
Yeah. that was, Planned
You were there when
Parenthood.
that happened?
I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there when that happened. Christy was there. She invited me. But
Could you imagine having 4 kids, and then on your 5th kid, it's just, let's go abort this thing? Could you imagine looking at your kids, if you love them?
well, I mean, I got pregnant at 18. I was between my junior and senior year of high school. So I could have easily said, I'm gonna, I had that chance. I had the choice.
Yeah.
I made the choice to have my son. So,
I imagine there's lots of women that they were really young like that and they had an abortion, and then the older you get, I think the guiltier you probably feel.
You probably
to the
do.
point where you just think about it all the time.
yeah, no, I couldn't imagine being like
Knowing
that.
that you killed your own kid.
I know.
And what would the kid be like? And what would our relationship be?
I've seen some
People
interviews
would
like
probably
that.
cry.
Yeah. I've seen some interviews with women like that. Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah.
Super sad.
But to see the Democrats in some of these videos where they brag about how many abortions they have, and
I
they
know.
can't wait to have another abortion and stuff like that.
I'm like-
I know they're doing it for shock
yeah.
purposes.
Yeah.
But there must be some truth to it if they're acting that way. And
Maybe. I mean, I couldn't even imagine.
I can't
having
imagine
a-
not giving a shit at all.
I know. It's like I say, hey, aren't you glad your mom didn't abort you?
Yeah.
That's what I tell them.
Yeah.
Hey, aren't you glad that you're living? Your mom decided to give you life instead of, killing you?
Yeah, I mean, if you can't just go up and kill anybody you want, why should you be able to kill
I know.
your own kid?
What
baby
the?
before it's
There's
born?
a state. I don't know what state, or maybe it was a country, that says that you can kill a baby up to the day of birth.
That's here in California.
Oh, is that in California? Did they
Yeah.
just pass that in California?
No, but if you're 9 months pregnant, you can find a place that'll abort your baby.
That's nuts.
That's murder. It's murder.
Why
if
don't you
it's-
just have a baby and then give it up for adoption?
Yeah, but what's the difference between being 2 months pregnant and 9 months pregnant? What's the difference?
Not a damn
There's
thing.
nothing.
There's nothing different.
It's murder just the same.
I know. Still murder.
Yeah.
Murder's
so
murder.
what is your opinion on the morning after pill?
It's murder.
You still think it is?
Yeah, I mean, to be
if
honest,
the logic applies, if you don't touch it,
yeah.
it's going to be a baby. So what's the difference between the next day or 9 months?
Yeah, it's still murder.
still murder.
It's still
It
murder.
is, isn't it?
The way I look at it is the morality in this country is terrible.
But the closer you get to conception,
Yeah.
the closer you can get to it, the easier it is for you to shake it off. Like
Yeah, I
it's
know.
nothing.
Yeah, I know.
But if you let your brain put in the logic, it is the same thing.
Well, my thing is we have birth control.
Yeah.
Why not take birth control? I mean, granted, birth control's not 100%, effective, but, first of all, take birth control because do you want to get any kind of disease that whoever that person has? Take birth control. Wrap that snake.
Democrats, they abortion is birth control to them.
I know. I don't get it.
Weird.
I know. I mean, being a Christian, I can't support birth control. I mean, I can't support abortion at all.
Yeah.
That's
Hey, all right, so let me ask you this. They keep saying inflation is way down. How come I ain't noticing it anymore?
I know. Well,
Everything is still sky high.
it is.
Even gas prices. I know we just went through the Iran thing, but gas prices never really
Came
got
down.
below $3.
Yeah.
But now it's back up to three what?
I paid $2.87 at Costco yesterday.
At Costco.
Yeah, at Costco. Yeah,
Right,
I mean,
but if you went to like the Shell down the street,
Yeah.
it's
It's-
$3.15.
well, I don't know whatever happened to Drill Baby Drill.
I don't know.
I mean, Drill
Is that
Baby
what's
Drill.
happening? Maybe we're not drilling like crazy.
Maybe not. I don't know. I don't. I mean,
But
whatever
we don't-
happened
we
to
don't
the
set
XL
price,
pipe?
though. It's all OPEC thing. It's,
I know. We need to get out
yeah.
of OPEC.
Yeah, if we have enough oil, we have more oil than Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Why don't we just process our own oil and have our own prices here?
Well, we used to. I mean, that's when Trump was in office to begin with. I mean, we were energy independent.
I know we're energy independent, meaning we're as much as we use, we're actually putting into the system more than we use,
Yes.
but it's still somehow regulated by OPEC
I don't know.
all around the world.
Whatever happened to are they doing the XL pipeline now?
I have no idea.
I mean, because Biden ixed that when he got into office.
I don't know.
So
But you'd think it would be. I don't know, but now Canada is so much more woke than they used to be.
Oh, yeah.
That maybe they don't want to finish it. I don't know. I have to look into it.
well, I mean, Canada was like, oh, they just did the tariff thing, right? So Trump was like, okay, you want to? It had something to do with tech.
Yeah, they wanted to charge like big tech like Facebook and
Yeah,
and
yeah,
all that
yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
They wanted to tax them.
Yeah, I know.
Even though they're not even in their country.
I know. So
And
it's
Trump
like,
said, "Well, we're just not going to do business with you."
yeah, and then Canada was like, whoa, 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 okay,
Who
well,
do they think they are?
I think they're so stupid.
Yeah.
I have,
And now
like,
in the UK, they got all this stuff saying that they're censoring us over here.
I know.
Like if there's certain things that we can't say here.
I know.
Even though we don't
I know.
live over there.
I know. It's like,
so how are they going to
I'm
enforce
like,
that?
yeah, how do you enforce that?
UK has gone insane, and
Oh
so
yeah.
has Canada.
Well, the reason why UK has gone insane is because it's been infiltrated with Muslims.
yeah.
Almost every single city, big to medium size, has a Muslim mayor.
Yeah.
In the UK.
How come we don't hear about the illegal immigrant problem that they're having?
No.
Are they not having it?
No, they are. I don't know
They
why
seem
we
like
don't
they would
hear.
welcome anybody in with open arms.
Yeah. I don't know why we don't hear from the English people themselves saying, "Hey, I've seen Scotland and I've seen Ireland, but I have not seen England, Great Britain, England people out in the street saying we're done with this stuff."
Yeah,
I've not
programmed-
seen that.
Maybe they've been programmed to just shut up and take it.
Well, the English are very.
You see
They
riots
don't-
and shit happening in France a lot,
I know.
Ireland.
Yeah, but I mean, and I have seen Scotland. I've seen people in Scotland out in the streets, but I don't see people in England. Like I don't see people in London, having a big.
If they don't like your social
thing.
media post over there in Britain,
I
they'll
know.
come and lock you up.
Yeah, yep. The thought police.
Say anything negative about Muslims, they're coming to get you.
Yep, they sure are.
Nuts. They don't have free speech over there.
No, they don't.
Which is, think about it too. When we had the whole 1776 thing,
Yep.
what's the first thing our founding fathers wrote down? Freedom of speech is the number one thing we
Yep.
want the most.
Yep. Freedom of speech, religion.
Yeah, but freedom of speech was the first thing that they thought was the most. I mean, 'cause
Yeah.
if you look at the list of things, whatever they put down first must have been the most important thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
is
I mean,
there- so is there? I mean, that's the whole reason we left,
Yep.
and they're
Because-
still suffering with it.
I know.
250 years later.
249 years next year. Big,
Yeah.
woo, big one. You think they're gonna put? You think they're gonna put Trump on the Mount Rushmore?
Honestly, in my opinion, is he needs his own mountain.
You're right. He does.
Yeah.
Well, he just changed Mount Denali in Alaska to Mount McKinley again.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wonder how you Alaskans, how
Why
do you
did
like
they
that?
like McKinley? Because he was a segregationist or something?
I don't know. Well, Mount Denali, Denali means high one in Native Alaskan.
I know, but they didn't like McKinley.
I know. It's like, why didn't you like President McKinley?
Yeah.
Yeah, who cares?
Why don't they like George Washington? He owned slaves.
I know. Yeah, but I don't know.
But they don't like Abraham Lincoln either. And
I know, and he freed the slaves. And then it's so funny because people were posted on Juneteenth. It's like Juneteenth has nothing to do with any state except Texas.
Yeah.
Why are you guys celebrating it? I mean, Florida knew about it way before.
Because that there were slaves that didn't know that they were free yet, and word didn't reach them until like
2 years later.
2 years later.
Yeah, I mean,
They're
when
like,
I
"Oh,
lived
shit,
in
we're
Texas,
free."
we had all kinds of, Juneteenth stuff, and I was like, okay, this is cool. But then when Biden made it a federal holiday, everybody got in on the thing. Woo, Juneteenth! It's like,
I think people are tired.
Oh, yeah.
They're whining. And they're complaining,
Yeah.
blaming white people for all of their problems.
everything.
And then we're watching the crime they're committing. The 7% of the population is committing over 50% of all violent crimes. Every time you turn on the news, you see it, and we're just like,
I know.
I'm over it.
I'm done.
You want to celebrate the whole black thing? That's great. Just I'm not going to participate. I don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah, I mean, we're all Americans.
Yeah.
Unless you were born in Africa, you're an American. If you were born here in the United States, you are not an African American. You are an American because that would make me a Scotch American. Yeah. I'm not Scotch American.
I'm tired of the whole entitled bullshit.
Yeah.
And telling everybody that white people are racist and white people blaming all your problems on white people.
I know. I don't get it.
I'm sick of them.
Yeah, it's not
the black fatigue thing.
Yeah, but there are some great content creators out there that are black that are like, we don't believe any of that crap.
That doesn't stop black fatigue from happening.
No, it doesn't.
Every time you look on the news and you see, what's going on.
Joy Reid and all of her.
Such a low percent of the population, and they cause so much trouble.
That's because the squeaky wheel gets the. I mean, when they're squawking, squawk, squawk, squawk. Yeah. I mean, you don't hear us squawk, squawk, squawk.
No.
We don't hear us talking about that. We don't hear us.
Race that can't complain about shit being stacked against us or whatever.
I don't know.
We all you could trace back everybody that had ancestors that were slaves at one point in time or another.
Actually, we're all of us are related to Noah.
Noah?
Yeah, we're all related to Adam and Eve.
Oh, there you go.
And we're all related to Noah, and Noah was not a white man.
He wasn't?
No, he was Middle Eastern.
Jesus was Middle Eastern too?
Middle Eastern.
Well, was Jesus Jewish?
Jesus was Jewish.
Okay, well then Jewish people look like white people to me.
They do. Yeah. It's funny. My dad had red hair. I mean, like bright, like your color shirt hair. And so Curl on the internet was like, that if you have red hair, somewhere in your lineage, you're black. And I'm like, what?
Black people don't have red hair.
What? That's what she was trying to say. She's like, it's a I don't know what she was calling it. It's because I guess black people hair has hint of red, maybe. I don't know. But I was like, my dad was pretty white. I mean, he was like pasty white because he had red hair. I
have so many different nationalities in me. I don't even know what I am.
I'm Scotch Irish. I mean, I know that.
Yeah.
Because
I can't pick up a flag and have pride for what I am because I'm like 10 different things.
Well, my forefather signed the Declaration of Independence. John Morton. So he was white. He was from Scotland. His family was from Scotland.
I got French in me. I got what else do I have in me?
I have Native American.
Italian.
Oh.
Danish.
Danish?
Yeah. And German and other stuff too, I guess.
Did you take did you do the ancestry?
No, I could care less.
Oh, you should take I've never taken mine. No.
I don't know. What's it do for me?
I don't know. If you're Native American, you have enough Native American, it gives you something.
I'm probably more Native American than Elizabeth Warren.
Pocahontas?
Yeah. I think Trump is more Native American than Pocahontas.
I'm sure he probably is.
1,000 something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
that's so far removed from.
It's so funny.
Yeah,
Pocahontas, she's crazy.
I think in the future we're all going to be the same color. We're going to just keep interbreeding.
Yeah.
Come back in like 1,000 years if humanity is still here, and there'll be no such thing as race.
Nope. We'll all be the same color.
Interbreed, and we'll all be the same color and the same everything.
Yep. We'll all be
that too.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that. That's anything going on. So what do you think about this Israel?
I'm 100% on Israel's side.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I think they're surrounded by a bunch of terrorists.
Yeah.
Them dead, and they're just doing whatever they can to defend themselves.
Yeah.
And I know the people in Gaza, everybody bitches about, they're all terrorists. Even the kids are brainwashed. I've seen all these interviews where they talk to like 10-year-old kids, and they're like, "What do you do when you see a Jew?" And they're like, "Run them over, stab," all this stuff. I think they're just brainwashed, those kids.
I know. Oh, so did you see what Trump was talking about Elon?
Yeah, they're going at it again.
Yeah, it's let's see. This is on Gateway Pundit.
Yeah. Yeah, Elon hates Trump now. He hates that big beautiful bill.
I know. It's
but
like,
in a way, too, you can see it from Elon's perspective. Trump is raising the debt ceiling big time. The deficit's going to go up.
Let's see.
I don't know. If
And
it's gonna be
it
5
says
trillion,
Trump did not close the door at all. He says, I don't know. We'll have to take a look about Elon Musk.
Elon can see our country's going off a cliff.
Yeah, no.
And this big, beautiful bill is not going to avert that whatsoever.
Yeah.
He just keeps spending money and all that stuff.
What I don't understand is, so Trump signed all these executive orders. Why isn't the House out there solidifying these? I mean...
Yeah, because they're not going to be permanent.
No, because
unless the House does something like that.
Yeah, the House has to go in and make it a law.
Yeah.
I mean... I don't understand why.
Yeah, any executive order can be wiped out by the next president.
By the next president. Yeah. I don't know these comments. He said we might have to put Doge on Elon. You know what Doge is? Doge is the monster that might have to go back and eat Elon.
I saw that. Yeah.
Jeez, I don't. Yeah. He was talking
Elon
about.
is pissed off that Trump is spending so much money. So you can't be mad at Elon for that.
No.
Trump is saying Elon is mad at me because I took all his money away for the EV stuff.
I know.
But I don't think that's why.
I don't think so either.
Elon has more money than he could ever spend
I know.
right now. And he said that, Elon also said that anybody that voted for this big, beautiful bill, and if you claimed that you wanted to avert a catastrophe with the deficits and everything, and you voted for this big, beautiful bill, I will spend all of my money against you.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. That's crazy.
Who has, I mean, so in the end, Trump only has power for another 3.5 more years. Elon's power will keep going because he's got all this money.
He does, but
so
who has, well, until the midterms. We have to keep the House and Senate in the midterms. That is so important.
Yeah, if you lose one or the other, it's going to turn on Trump.
Yeah. So we have to keep it. Actually, we need to bolster it a little bit more.
Yeah.
So
I think Democrats might have a hard time winning because a lot of their under the radar money is dried up.
Oh yeah, it is drying up.
USAID and all that stuff.
And Act Blue.
Act Blue is now being investigated. You know that's all fraud. Shit. That's other countries sending Democrats money.
I know.
You know, being laundered into their campaigns.
They're investigating AOC. Did you see that?
What'd she do?
Oh, she is. She did something about.
She lied about where she grew up.
Well, it showed. She's not a Bronx girl.
Everything. Why would anybody be shocked about that?
Hold on, I was looking here. I know. The door to deporting. Trying to think. They are looking into her. I think her campaign. Campaign contributions.
I think all you got to do is look into a Democrat real close, and you're going to find some fraud.
Oh, so this is from Wayne. You know Wayne Allen Root? He's on Real America's Voice, but he says President Trump, there is a legal grounds to revoke the citizenship of Zoran, whoever the mayor. Don't just defeat him, deport him.
Yeah. Could you imagine the Democrats freaking out if Trump deported
They would. Well, I mean, holy crap, they freaking their head blew off when we freaking deported the MS-13 guy, and we were talking about that today in a TikTok live.
One guy, a trafficker.
Yeah.
The reason that he couldn't be deported back to El Salvador is because he was afraid for his life. Because why? He killed a rival gang member's mother.
Yeah.
So he's a murderer too.
Yeah, but the guy was like, well, he hasn't been convicted. We don't care. He's here illegally. Yeah. It's illegal.
Been insane to watch Democrats defend MS-13 murderers.
I know. It's like, that just makes me.
When Trump bombed Iran, they had rallies all over the place, defending Iran. John Cusack is out there making videos saying how Iran, they should be able to have a nuke if they want it.
John Cusack,
Yeah.
like
The
I
actor.
want my $2.
Yeah,
guy?
that guy. Yeah, that guy's a rabid Trump hater.
Oh my God, what is wrong with these people?
I don't know. Iran says they want the peaceful nuclear power.
That doesn't happen.
They have the most oil. They don't need that shit.
No, they don't. Why they need that? You know why they need
wanna
that?
make a bomb.
They want to kill. They want to dismantle. They want to get. See, they want to get rid of Israel. But the thing is Israel's never going away.
Well,
Israel is never going away.
if Iran gets nukes, they're going away.
Well, Iran won't get nukes.
I don't know.
They're
Trump,
never going to
Trump
go
said
away.
he'll bomb them again. I don't give a shit that he bombed them. Good.
That's
Trump
it.
had the guts to do it. If
There
you
is
don't
gonna
wanna
be-
worry about
yeah.
it. Bomb it.
There is going to be a
Know what I
time.
mean?
There is going to be a time when nobody comes to help Israel.
Yeah, are you shocked to see the conservatives are turning on Israel
I am.
as fast as they are?
Yeah,
it
I
all
am.
started with Candace Owens, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. Candace is.
I
I'm
stopped
not a,
following
I
her
don't like Candace.
the moment she started
Yeah.
bashing Israel.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I love Israel and I support Israel. Whatever they want to do, they're God's chosen people. But I'm also God's chosen person.
yeah, but they're just defending themselves.
They are defending themselves.
They're not there being
Yeah.
tyrannical and shit like
Yeah.
the lefties keep saying.
Yeah.
They have to do a lot to defend themselves because if they don't, they're gone.
Well, it's funny. It's like, what would happen if October 7th happened here in the United States?
Mm-hmm.
If Mexico came and killed and maimed and kidnapped
And
a
raped
bunch of
and
stuff,
stuck
a
babies
bunch,
in
yeah,
ovens.
a bunch of people at Red Rock. How would you?
Look at September 11th. Look what we did to Afghanistan, and we
Yeah.
actually went after the wrong countries.
I know we did,
It was weird, Saudi Arabia.
but that has to do with the war machine. I was watching. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I was watching a thing about Building 7 during.
How it fell down for no reason.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's weird, right?
well, it's kind of weird.
And it's kind of weird too when you watch the towers come down. It got hit up top, and it just folded. Like,
I know.
Yeah. Just
I mean,
weird.
I believe that. I mean, I don't know what to believe, to be honest. I don't know what to believe. I mean, now that I've seen a bunch of stuff, I have to do my own research. But there's no research. I mean, there's nothing out there that's going to give me the answers that I'm looking for.
No.
So,
Well, what's your gut tell you? That building 7 you're talking about, it fell down for no reason.
I know
Didn't get hit. It just fell.
my gut tells me that it was a setup. My gut tells me that it happened, but we had a lot to do with that. That's what my gut tells me. The CIA was involved in that. That's what I mean. That's just my opinion. That's
But how do you con people into flying a plane into those buildings? And
I mean,
killing
well,
themselves?
they were. I mean, they're Islamic terrorists. That's what they were.
I know, but how did they know they were going to do it?
I don't know.
They were privy to the information ahead of time.
Yeah.
And then what?
They should have. I mean,
let's make it worse than it really could be.
I know.
By blowing up the buildings, and then we can go to war and make billions of dollars.
yeah, no,
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't.
I could probably be convinced either way.
Yeah, I have a friend who works for Tunnel to Towers. You know what that organization is? And I mean, I don't know if she was there, but her son was an NYPD officer, and so I don't think he was young, but she still thinks that it was an act of terrorist. It was an act of terror. It brought our country together, though.
Yeah.
It brought our country together. I will say that. I mean, the day after that happened, or the day of, people were lined out the door at blood places.
Yeah, but it's a different time now.
It is a different time.
So Iran wants to get a nuclear weapon, and Trump bombs all of their sites where they're making it, and it just divided us even more.
Yeah, no.
So, I mean, you think we would come
Yeah, but it
together
didn't
and
happen
go,
on our soil.
We don't want those
But it didn't
terrorists.
happen on our soil.
Oh, that's true.
It didn't happen on our...
Yeah.
Something's going to happen on our soil. I have a feeling.
Yeah, so if all these terrorists have come in through the border, which I do think that it's happened.
Oh, yeah.
Where are all the terrorist attacks? Other than the one in Colorado, the guy with the Molotov
yeah.
and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That wasn't like a coordinated big hit.
Yeah.
Like, I think in my head, if there's going to be a terrorist attack, there's going to be a group of dudes.
Yeah. Coordinating,
armed,
yes. Well...
carrying out some kind of terrorist attack.
Yeah, I think this is. I mean, I drive a lot of places, and I see like white trucks. You know, they'll be up against like our electrical infrastructure. How do I know that those people are real? I mean, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but you know, I think that there's going to. This is me. I think that there's going to be a massive infrastructure attack.
Yeah, and since there's probably a way to knock out, if you set up enough dudes with enough C4 or whatever, that they could destroy enough substations. Or
you don't even need
plants.
C4.
You just need probably guns.
No, you just need some, you know,
Molotov cocktails.
no, the guy that Oklahoma City bombing. What did he have?
Oh, yeah, fertilizer.
Fertilizer.
Yeah. So, and then once you implement that and you can take it out, it's going to take us a few months to get all the parts from China to fix it.
Yeah.
We probably don't even make the parts here.
No, our infrastructure is so terrible. I mean, I'll go down and you see rows of like those big A-frame electrical grids like coming from the it's like, and then you like I've gone past places where there's like a truck down there. It's like I've wanted to go and like turn around and drive down and go, can I see some?
It's like
can
a
I
white
see,
van with no lettering on it.
Yeah. Can I see some identification? I mean, that's how I know that sounds stupid, but I mean, how do I know that you are who you say you are? You know, how do I know that you're not here planning a bomb in this little, you know, to go off and have that fall, all these electrical lines, all this electrical grid fall over?
Well, I wonder how many people came over here that are terrorists that live here now and go, hey, this ain't too bad. Maybe I'll just not be a terrorist.
No. What is that?
I have no idea. Am I still there? Yeah. I think my camera, this GoPro, is recording me. And I'm using it as my camera here. Just ignore that beep noise.
Okay.
All right. Alligator Alcatraz. You down with that?
Oh, yeah,
That's a
baby.
perfect spot.
That is awesome.
What took them so long? Why haven't they made a prison out there?
I know.
You really?
Yeah.
It's right in the middle of the Everglades, and there's only one road that goes back there. And
Trump's going next Monday.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying it's perfect. Like, you can't escape.
No.
The alligators will eat you.
Yes. And they've got they have a landing strip.
Yeah. Oh, it's a landing strip, so there is no road.
Well, there is a road, but they also have a landing strip
Oh,
there.
okay.
If you look at the thing, there's a landing strip there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen pictures of it. It's literally right in the middle of the Everglades.
Heck yeah.
Perfect spot.
Oh yeah. Have them. Yeah.
It'll house up to 5,000 illegals, and these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It opens today, I think.
Yeah, today.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a cool idea. Whoever thought of it?
Yeah, I mean, I think
it was just Attorney General, the Florida's Attorney General.
Oh, James Uffmeyer.
He's the first guy I heard talking about it, so I'm giving him credit for it. But
yeah,
who knows?
Well, between that and seeing how El Salvador does their prisons.
Yeah.
Oh, we need to do our prisons like that.
Yeah.
You don't get a bed. You don't get nothing. You do the
pillow.
No pillow. Nothing.
You get like an egg or something every day. It's
Yeah.
the same thing every day.
Yep. Shave your head.
Yep.
Yep. I mean,
what a nightmare that place must be.
It's not a nightmare. It's like
No, it's a nightmare if you're in there.
Oh, well, if you're in there, yeah. Oh, yeah, I couldn't imagine. And
makes you wonder, do all those people deserve that kind of treatment?
I don't know. I don't know what they did in there. Well, there's different levels.
It's the no fuck around, no nonsense thing.
Yeah, no fuck around found out.
If you, I saw where they were interviewing people over there in El Salvador. They were talking to people that got scooped up in the beginning, put in that prison, and then, so what they do is they will arrest you if they think that you're doing some gang stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll sort it out later.
Yeah.
And like these are some people that they interviewed where they sorted it out later. And they interviewed the people, and they were like, no, I get it. I'm glad they let me out. They realized I didn't do anything. But it's made the community safe and all this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And they're still for the president over there.
That's one of the safest countries.
Yeah. Safer than us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we need to be doing that.
It used to be the most dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah. And then that president came in, and he's like, bloop, we're doing it.
I'm so sick and tired of hearing stories. And if you look, it'll be daily stories of a violent criminal doing something. Out walking around,
I know.
It's another violent crime on somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's illegal
need to be locked up, and they need to be locked up for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
No cashless bail crap.
None of that.
No Soros, DA people. I mean, how did we get a hold of this stuff and straighten it out? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean,
this is why I would vote for Trump to be king, because he wouldn't put up with it. Maybe it's the only way we can fix
Trump.
it. I would vote for him to be my king.
Trump. 250 years ago, we freaking got rid of a king.
I know, but Trump for king. He's what is he? He's 80 years old now. He couldn't stay king for long.
No, he couldn't.
Let's just do Trump for king, and then we'll go back to presidents. After
presidents for the. Yeah, it's funny because somebody was like, "Oh yeah, Trump." I'm like, "Oh, Trump 2028." And they're like, "No, we don't think it." I'm like, "I didn't say which Trump."
Yeah, Eric Trump
I just said
he's
Trump.
not opposed to running for office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
so if Eric Trump ran, he's a smart dude.
Well, did you see Laura Trump? Is it Laura or Ivanka? Is going to run? I think she's going to run for Senate in North Carolina to get rid of freaking Tillis.
That wouldn't be Ivanka. That would be Laura Trump.
Oh, that would be Laura Trump.
Yeah, she said that last time and never did it.
Yeah. I think she could do it because Tillis.
So if Eric Trump ran for president against J.D. Vance, what do you do?
Oh.
You keep it in the family.
I know, but I love J.D.
Yeah, but another Trump would trigger the lefties so hard
I know. Their heads would explode.
I would love that. That would be hard, man, to choose.
That would be hard to choose. I love J.D.
Vance is so smart, though.
Well, you know what's funny? It's so when Trump picked Marco Rubio, I was like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah.
And then
I was a little irritated. I never really liked him that much.
I didn't either.
But
I was like,
good as,
he's doing awesome.
State, yeah.
He is doing awesome.
He don't take no shit.
He does not take any shit.
This position that he's in right now, it's put the best light on him I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah. He's great.
Yeah, I generally never liked him, but I like him now.
I didn't. Well, I mean, I voted for him.
Trump saw something in him that I didn't see.
Yeah. And you know what? That's what makes Trump Trump.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of people are saying, man, if J.D. Vance runs for president and Marco Rubio is his VP? They're a shoo-in.
I know.
Which would be great for Marco Rubio, because then after J.D. he could run.
Yeah.
But then you got the Trump boys in there. What if they run?
I know. I can't see Trump Jr. running. I can see Eric running.
Yeah, he just came out and said he's not opposed to running for office.
For office.
Well, his dad might be chirping in one of their ears.
Could be.
You know what I mean?
And then you got Barron.
Yeah.
Oh, at the inauguration, man.
When he's
whispering it. Oh, it is on.
And then Melania says, "You be nice."
I like Barron.
Balls, right?
I like Barron a lot. I mean,
you never hear him. I don't know what he's like.
I don't know what he's like either. But I mean, he was raised by Melania, so he has to be. I mean, Melania and Donald.
Well, when Trump was getting sworn in, he walked up to Biden and said, "It's on."
It's on, brother. Yeah, I don't see. Well, I mean, I wish somebody would do something. They need to do something. The DOJ, the FBI, they need to they need to do something about the last 4 years and what happened. I mean, all they're talking about is the auto pen, the auto pen, the auto pen, the auto pen. Well, one woman just confessed. Yes, I used the auto pen. Okay.
And who told you to? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want. This is what I'm saying. Is anyone ever going to be held accountable?
I don't know.
They put a senile old man in office, knowing he would be easy to control.
Yep.
Knowing that they could get away with anything they wanted to.
Obama.
It's the biggest scandal ever. And,
I mean, Obama told us what he was going to do.
I mean, do you think Biden won legit? No.
No.
I don't either.
No.
Not 1% of me thinks
Nope.
he won legit.
No.
So they rigged him in.
Yep.
And they did whatever they wanted to.
Yep.
Biden was just the face. I mean, he couldn't talk. He never one time talked to reporters.
Yep.
I mean, unless it was scripted.
Yep. I mean, look at Trump. He's walking across the grass, and all of a sudden, hey, Trump, and he'll walk over and talk.
Oh, yeah.
No,
he talks to him every day.
I know.
Biden didn't do it once off the cuff because he couldn't.
He couldn't. He didn't have the mental capacity.
Hey, when you know how they're calling it, they're going to call in Jean-Pierre or whatever to testify. And
Jean-Pierre? Who's Jean-Pierre?
Jean-Pierre. What did I say?
Oh,
Biden's press secretary.
Yeah.
They're going to call her in, some other people. Jill's work husband, whatever his name is. You know what you need to do? You need to call in Biden.
Yeah.
Because if you want to show the American people just how fucked up that dude is.
Really is?
Sit him down and ask him some questions.
Yeah.
And oh my God. 130, 40 days ago, you were the president and you can't even...
I know.
You can't even put together a
Well, Jean-Pierre, the Kareem Jean-Pierre.
People forget.
She would just lie. She's a professional liar.
Biden has never been put in a position where he has to just...
I know.
It was all choreographed.
Yep. They won't call him.
So, why? They should. They
I
did
know
Bill Clinton.
I know.
They made Bill Clinton sit down. And this
But that
is
was
a way
because of
bigger
impeachment.
scandal.
I know. That was an impeachment. He can't be impeached because he's not in office.
Didn't they impeach Trump after he was gone?
No.
I thought one of the impeachments came after he was gone.
No. They want to impeach him now. Al Green. Whatever. Can't believe he's friggin'...
I saw a picture on Facebook. It's the only picture. Trump was driving in the Beast.
Yeah.
He was looking at something through the window. He had reader glasses on.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I've never seen a picture of Trump with glasses on, and I made a comment that the Democrats will impeach Trump for wearing cheater. Just any
Cheater
reason
glasses.
whatsoever.
Look, impeach him. He's wearing glasses. He's a liar.
Yeah, Democrats are nuts.
Oh my God, that's funny.
So how many people do you think Trump will be able to deport in 4 years? 21 million?
No.
He's not even going to be able to do 2 million.
I know.
And
I don't even know how many are we up to right now?
we're not even up to 1 million.
Oh, we're not?
No, we're up to like
800.
500,000 or something.
well,
400, 500,000.
I don't know. Trump keeps saying,
But now
5,000 a
now
day.
the
We need
cuffs-
5,000 a
now
day.
the restraints are off of
I know.
Trump.
Well, Trump said nobody who works in the service industry. No, it's like, why?
No, do it. All of them.
It's all of them. Why are you protecting them and not the
I
others?
voted in hopes that somehow Trump would figure out how to deport every single one of them.
I know.
Come in the right way, then.
Come in the right, because if I went to your country, so I did a study abroad over in Austria, and I tell you what, it was like, hey, you have to be out by this date. You cannot stay past this date. You cannot, and I'm thinking, okay,
Someone did a video of if you go into Russia without, like, just sneak into Russia.
Yeah.
You do like 5 years hard time,
bet.
manual labor in the prison.
You know, when you go to Russia, you give up. If you're like going on a cruise or something, you give up. You surrender your passport. Did you know that? Yeah. So if you're going on a cruise and you take an excursion into Russia, you surrender your passport.
I don't think it's worth it to go there.
I would love to go to Russia. Actually, I have a friend that I worked with who is in Russia now, and after 2020, I tried to get in touch with her, and Russia cut off all freaking. They don't have Facebook over there.
There are some countries that if you get caught in their country illegally, they kill you.
Like North Korea. Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy that they finally brought back over here, but he died anyway.
I forget his name, but
I don't either.
Yeah, they tortured him. He just was brain dead.
Yep. Yeah, they tortured him so bad. It's like, okay,
because he stole the poster.
I know. Let's send all of these lefties to North Korea. There's a beautiful. They just unveiled a beautiful beach resort. Let's just send them over to the beach resort over in North Korea. Go have fun.
There isn't a country on this planet that is more dangerous to America than the Democrat Party.
Oh yeah, no.
Nothing. They scare me the most. They are insane.
Yeah.
They are trying harder to destroy this country than Russia or China.
Yeah.
And they're doing a better job of destroying it.
I know. I thought about during the No Kings March, when I was unemployed. I thought about I could pretend I could be an actor for 8 hours and get paid $20 an hour for saying down with blah 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 blah. Okay, I'm done. That was my acting scene. Thanks.
Whenever I have a post on Facebook where it gets a lot of attention, I get so many bots.
Oh, do you?
It's crazy. Yeah, like just generic comments, and then you go to their profile and they have 40 friends, and they have no pictures on there.
I know.
Those are bots.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But our side doesn't have bots.
No.
They do though.
Yeah, of course they do.
I'm just nobody, and on my Facebook posts, I'll get bots.
I know.
It's crazy.
I post stuff on Facebook, but I don't really do like any kind of.
I only post political stuff on there, making fun of Democrats. That's all I do.
Oh my gosh! Wait, did you see that? That one meme? It's where did it go? Hold on, I can tell you what it is. Where'd it go? Oh, the one that says, did I not post it on here? I might not. I posted it on here. Oh, I posted it in the tavern. Where's the tavern? Oh, here it is. It's the one that says, maybe I didn't post it in here. I thought I did. Oh, maybe it was on Facebook. I don't remember. It was, what's not cool, Bobby, is paying taxes on fireworks to celebrate the day that we quit paying taxes.
Our side is so good at coming up with memes.
Oh yeah, I'm like, that's so awesome.
Yeah. All right, well, we hit all my talking points.
Thank you, Canada, for giving me a land of freedom, opportunity, and kindness. There's no better place to call home. Oh my gosh, this is from my cousin married a Canadian, and she just posted that 4 hours ago. Oh, this is Canada Day. This is Canada Day.
Yeah, I figured out why
I gotta see.
Illegals, when they go into Canada, they probably don't stay because it's too expensive, right?
I know. Canada's
gone.
Crazy.
It's lost its mind.
Those were all your talking points?
Yeah, I think we're done. And I don't know how long this is until I stop recording. Then it'll show me.
Yeah.
But thanks, Allison, for coming in and doing the podcast.
You're welcome.
I'm going to try to do more of these. I don't know any celebrities, so I'm just going to invite in people that I know. People that nobody will know and have a conversation.
I know people that you could bring in.
Yeah, let me know.
That are politics, but that are politicians.
Yeah.
They're not really politicians. Like, I know they
don't need to be politicians. You're not a politician.
No.
I just want to get people in here that pay attention to politics and what's going on, and like a conservative-minded person. I don't want to get lefties in here that hate Trump. And I don't want, because I'm doing this at my house, so I can't just invite anybody over. I kind of got to
call Adam.
Yeah, I'll get him in when he's in town one of these times. Yeah.
I don't know.
My ultimate goal is I'm going to find somebody that doesn't have anything to do, but they pay attention to politics, and they could come over and do a podcast every day for like an hour.
Yeah. How long was that?
It might have been an hour. Maybe
it is 12:21. What time did we start?
I don't know. It doesn't tell me until
let's go
stop
smoke.
Recording.
Well,
all right, I'm out of here. I'm checking out, guys. Thanks, Allison. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
We're going to have you come back one of these times, and we'll do another one.
Absolutely.
All right?
I love this. Yeah.
All right. Peace.